So I want to sort of continue on with some talking about some methods of body hair removal, because there was one that I finally got to try recently, and that was a professional waxing with these lovely things as the result. Now, a couple of things about getting a professional wax. The first is it is not cheap. So know that going in. That said, I personally felt it was absolutely worth the expense. I had a wonderful experience, both in terms of the end result and even the process itself. Obviously, the first question people probably have was, did it hurt? Well, yes, it did, but I certainly found it much more tolerable than when I was using the epilator at home. Because when you get waxed, especially by someone who's good at it, it hurts for short bursts when they pull the strips off and remove the hair. That said, when they initially apply the wax, it actually feels quite nice. So you get that little reprieve before each little tug of hair. Some areas hurt more than others. For me, actually, I found that my knees hurt the most, which surprised me a little bit. And I got a very thorough waxing, so that was not what I was expecting to hurt the most, but it was. A few other things. Really, the main thing is do your research before you just try and book an appointment at a place that does waxing, because how do I want to put this? Many places don't do men at all, and many of the ones who do it on a very limited basis. Simply put, since the majority of wax technicians are women, many of them, whether they're the ones working day to day or the owners of the place that offers the service, are uncomfortable working on men. That's just reality. So many will not service men at all. Many others will only do chest or back, possibly legs, but they won't offer any sort of bikini area or anything like that for men. So you want to look into this and do some research first. Find out what is allowed, what they accept, and what they charge, because there are some places that will do men, but because they don't like to, they will charge far more for men than they will for women. They basically try and gouge you so that you go somewhere else and they don't have to deal with you. So, as I mentioned, it is expensive. It's something to treat yourself to on occasion. It's unless you've got money burning a hole in your pocket, which I know I certainly don't, it's not practical as a regular means of body hair removal. But if you can manage it on occasion to treat yourself, it is really nice and really wonderful, and the results are absolutely fantastic. So I do encourage that. I didn't just have the wax done. I actually had it done a while ago, and this is still feeling quite nice. It's coming in much slower than normally would happen with a shaving. So, which is what you would expect when you get a wax. So that was my experience with professional waxing, and I hope you guys found that informative and it helps you. If you can find a place in your area and you can afford it, I absolutely recommend doing it at least once. So go out there, have fun, and until next time, guys.